drive it.
Awesome. We can do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Right now.
Let's do it. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, hi, my name is Grace and I'm an 8th generation farmer in Kentucky. And if you remember, a couple weeks ago, we finished the Mack R model restoration and we got it installed into the museum. And today we're going to be taking a look at Mack's newest highway truck, the Mack Pioneer. So let's go. Oh my gosh.
Hi everyone, my name is Doug Hull. I'm a product demo specialist here at Mack Trucks, and we're here today with Grace and Gavin, and we're here to visit the new Mack aerodynamic highway product offering. So why don't we take a look at the truck?
Sure.
As you can see, it's pretty impressive looking. It's kind of massive and aerodynamic at the same time, and it's got a lot of road presence. It'll easily be noticeable on the highway. It's got some really unique features. One thing you may notice right away is we have the digital camera mirrors at the top of the truck, and we'll get to see those on the inside as well, and you'll see the benefit of those. The truck comes with a MP13 13-liter engine, and it's mated to an M-Drive automated manual transmission as well. That transmission is also available in a 13 and a 14-speed offering. The traditional Mack Bulldog is still gracing the grille, as it always does. The truck is very aerodynamic. Everything is flush. Okay, you'll see that the fit and finish is very tight to improve all the aerodynamics. The single arm mirrors, also an aerodynamic feature as well. The truck comes with a 24-volt electrical system as well as 12-volt. Okay, the starting system and some of the other major components are running off of 24 volts. Of course, we've got the chassis fairings as well. Easy access to your fuel fill as well. It's got a single arm fold down feature to get to your battery system. One of the cool features is for trailer access. We have this hinged foldable panel, which allows you easy access to get to the steps and to your air and electrical connections as well. This truck has a new Mack 8-bag rear suspension system. This is a new offering for us this year. It also has the aerodynamic wheel covers and the panels that fit in between the wheels and the rear, all to improve fuel efficiency. If you want to open your storage compartments, easily accessible with a single button inside both doors.
Improvement in fuel efficiency have you seen?
So with the aerodynamic offerings, we're seeing somewhere about 3 to 5% depending on the configurations.
Does it come in a single sleeper size with the?
Comes in various sleeper sizes. This is the high-rise 76. It also comes in a mid-rise of this and a 64-inch version, and then a day cab as well.
Can you talk about the windshield?
Yeah, the windshield is kind of really a big, robust change for us. It's large, it's highly curved, very aerodynamic, single panel. It's not currently not set up for a dual panel screen. The roof lights in the fairing are very aerodynamic. Everything was designed for fuel economy improvements.
Is the cab the same width as the old? It
No.
looks skinnier, but maybe.
No, it's actually wider.
It's wider?
It's a wedge-shaped cab. It's a bit narrower at the A-pillars and wider at your elbows, okay? Sufficiently so that there's a large armrest on both sides. Plus, you can get a seat that actually has a left-hand fold-down armrest, which is something that wasn't offered or available before in the old cab. Yeah, I think you'll agree. It's very, very aerodynamic looking.
Very much so. Is that also why the Bulldog is kind of embedded in the...
A little bit, yeah. Yes, just to try to still maintain putting the Bulldog on, but trying to keep it as aerodynamic as possible.
Well, it's modern, but it definitely didn't lose the old Mack look. There's still a little bit of a square edge that you all were able to
If
keep
you
going.
park it alongside of the current Anthem product, you will see that it does maintain many of the styling cues that were on that truck, but they were able to keep the hood low at the cooling package to improve the sight line directly in front of the vehicle.
Can we take a look at the inside?
Sure. Yeah, let's do that.
I like the dance music.
I know, I love that.
So the other big change you're going to notice here is that the assist handles to get in and out of the vehicle are now totally inboard. We no longer have an external handle as we used to do. We have a lot of unique features. The steering column is still a foot pedal operated column, but it's air assisted. So go ahead and put your foot on this pedal, push it all the way to the floor. Now you can easily move the wheel up and down and in and out. It has some new seats, and this is set up that if you push this button down, the seat will drop easily so you can get out of the truck. And then when you get back in, you push this button and it'll return to the former position, okay? And then you can fine-tune adjustment with this one as well.
Cool.
The seats are much wider than they used to be. They're available with heat, cooling, and a massage feature as well.
Wow.
The steering wheel now is got many more functionality, much more functionality on it than it used to have.
Yeah.
If you notice, the transmission keypad for the M-Drive transmission is no longer on the D panel. It's actually mounted on the right-hand stalk. All your transmission controls are on the stalk, on the right-hand side of the steering wheel. Okay. And then by now you've noticed these digital mirrors.
Whoa, that's
Okay.
crazy.
You can zoom in and out with those. You can also set them up that they can be used at nighttime. It changes the lighting. The sleeper bunk, we have many new features in the sleeper bunk. We have a ladder that is storable and folds right out to get to the upper bunk. We also offer a table now which easily folds out with 2 benches on each side. One other thing, Grace, I want to point out. If you look at your parking brake valves, they're not at all like what you're used to. They've taken the air out of the cab, so now you have an electric over-air system, okay? And you just pull those levers back. The actual valves are outside the cab where the air lines are. So if you'd have an air leak behind the dash, that problem is eliminated.
Right.
Also, it's set up now that if you have your seatbelt on and you enter the drive mode, it'll automatically disconnect your parking brake.
Oh, that's nice.
Because it figures with the seatbelt on and you're entering drive that you're ready to go, okay? So that's another new feature. And when you shut the vehicle off, if you unhook your seatbelt, when you're stopped, it will automatically put the brake on as well.
That's
for
nice.
you, yes. So what do you guys think of the truck?
I like it.
I want to drive it.
Awesome, we can do that.
Really?
Yeah,
Sweet.
right now.
Let's do it.
So before you close the door, there's 2 buttons on the left side of the seat. Okay, so the forward button, go ahead and toggle that button up. So now you can close the door. Okay, that's the automatic seat leveler. So why don't you, using the foot pedal, adjust your steering wheel. You notice it's 2 position. So if you're halfway down, you can just tilt it. Yeah, let it out slightly.
Oh, I had
there
to tilt
you
it
go.
all the
There
way
you
down.
go.
Okay.
Yes.
This is perfect.
But
Yep.
okay, you like it like
Yep.
that.
Oh wow, you can't see the hood at all just sitting here.
Yeah, it's pretty low.
Uh-huh.
As we talked about a little bit earlier, your transmission is now, all your controls are here instead of on what we would call the D panel. Forward is drive, back is reverse. If you want to put it in manual mode, you push the button in the end of the stalk. That transfers you to manual. And then you can pull or push the stalk to shift up or down.
Okay.
And then your engine brake is still on the stalk.
Okay.
You can toggle it down that way.
I see.
Okay. The city horn is much different than it used to be. And you can see the view is really good with the curved glass. So let's get our seatbelts on. We can get out the track. To operate this is the M-Drive transmission. You need to put your right foot on the brake. You do have your seatbelt on, so when you rotate this to the drive mode, the parking brake will go off.
Okay.
So go ahead and do that. Now you can see it goes off. And checking our mirrors, it looks like we're okay to proceed out onto the track. Drive right down the center in the middle of the track. No one will come the other way. This truck has command steer, which is an electric motor mounted on top of the steering gear. You'll find that it's very easy to drive. You can literally drive it with one finger. It has a very nice return to center feature. The chiming you're hearing is every time you go by a speed limit sign, it will chime.
Oh, okay.
However, if you're exceeding the speed limit, you'll get the multiple beeps like you did early on.
Yep.
Okay. If you leave off the throttle, here's your engine brake. Now the command steer has been changed that you can actually select one of 4 predetermined settings, or you can set up a customized setting. If you have a particular route that you drive and you'd like it to feel a certain way on a portion of the road, then you can engage the custom setting for that portion of your route.
Okay.
And then we're going to drive onto the hill and we'll come to a stop anywhere near the white line.
Okay.
Now you should be getting a symbol that's green in the upper left of the display. It says hold. Now? Okay, now, that's your grade gripper. It used to hold you for up to 3 seconds, and then you had to get moving forward. Okay, but now it's set to hold for up to 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Wow.
And if you do not engage the throttle at that point, it will put the parking brake on.
Okay.
So it's an extra benefit, safety benefit as well.
Huh.
The transmission's actually been recalibrated to shift 30% faster than it used to. Now at this intersection in particular, this lower right-hand screen of your digital mirror is showing you the whole track.
Yep.
Because we don't have hood mirrors on this truck. This camera actually does all that work. Shows you that it's totally safe to pull out into traffic. Another thing interesting here, while we're here, put your right turn signal on. You'll notice in your information center here that now your blind spot is showing up in that mirror. Okay, so you know that it's totally safe to pull out in terms of being close to the truck. Another feature we're going to demonstrate is command steer. We're going to do that as we return to where we started. You want to stick to the left-hand side of the track. When we get to the point where we're actually going to drive off of the track, you want to be somewhere around 18 miles per hour. Okay. So as we go in this direction, you want to stick close to the white line on the right-hand side. You're going to see an orange pylon coming up. At that point, please drive off the track, maintain speed, very light throttle. drive off the track at the pylon, stay on the concrete shoulder with your right front tire, and when you get to the second pylon, drive back up on the track. So get a little closer. Keep maintaining speed, no brake, light throttle. Don't be afraid to drive off. Okay. Stay here. Now back up on the track. Okay. So now you realize you don't get any whipping or sawing in the wheel. We'll go to the left towards that red truck, and then we'll make a 180 turn and we'll come back and park where we stopped. So now, before you do anything, go ahead and take your seatbelt off. That's it. All right. Your parking brake went on, and you see that neutral is now displayed in the co-pilot screen. You do have to rotate this back to neutral. You could leave it there and shut the vehicle off. It's just that the next time you go to start the vehicle, you would have to rotate it to neutral before the starter would engage. I think the materials that have been selected now, they got a really nice appearance. They feel very high quality, very car-like.
Feels very luxurious.
As I mentioned, yeah, it is. As I mentioned, the seat can be heated or cooled.
Oh, yeah.
It also has the vibration massaging feature, which you may feel, which is a nice feature to have on a long trip.
Yeah. Yep, there it is.
You can adjust all your bolsters. And then when it comes to the keys, you can use a traditional key, or you can use a key fob, where this becomes strictly a push button
The
start.
one inside had a push button, right?
Right. Electrical system has a, I'll call it a sleep mode. When you get out of the truck, if you don't turn off the disconnect, in 2 hours it will power down, as if you had flipped the disconnect. And then there's also another actual disconnect that you can turn off for maintenance as well.
That's handy. Hello.
Hop in the back. We're gonna ride this one together.
Oh, okay.
So did Bob give you the lowdown on all the features?
Yes. These
Good.
trucks are amazing. These things ride so smooth.
They lengthened the front springs by 95 millimeters, like 3.5 inches.
Okay.
So you actually get a better ride because of that.
It rides better than a pickup truck. I'll say that.
Very sweet.
I thought it was really neat the 3-second hold, but now it's 2.5 minute or 2:45.
Yeah, 2.5, yes. And then it'll go into park into put the emergency brake on.
Yeah.
If you still don't proceed. Did you drive off the shoulder of the road on the other one?
No, that's the one thing we didn't do.
No, we can do that with this one. We do that at about 18 miles an hour.
18. Okay.
Yes. So you want to stick close to the white line. And when you get to the orange pylon on the right-hand side, that's the place you drop off onto the shoulder at 18.
Okay.
So maintain your speed. You can still stay light throttle. There's no braking necessary. When you get your nose past that, then drop off onto the shoulder. Go ahead right now. Stay on the shoulder. Go down. Stay on the shoulder. Now go back up.
That's so
that's
cool.
command steer.
I love how tight the thing turns.
Has a very good turning radius.
Yes.
Did I mention the driver alert system? The coffee cup. So there's a built-in camera that watches your face. If you doze off, if your eyes close and you're not paying attention, you're going to start to get warning systems to tell you that you're not paying attention.
Wow. So it's a camera that's watching you then? Wow.
That's it. And now use your dump valve on the side of your seat. And you can kick your steering wheel up. And now you're easy to get in and out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, rotate your headlight knob to the left. No, the round headlight knob on the dash. There you go.
Gotcha.
That's just a reminder that your
The headlights
lights are
are on.
still on. Yeah.